Hello traders, and welcome back to Grok Trade. Carolina Lezon here with Grok Trade, a graduate student of the Grok Trade mentoring program. It is Tuesday, March 27th of 2012, and as usual, we're getting to do some technical analysis here on the Q's daily chart. Hope you're ready for this, and let's get started. So check this out. Look at this pretty chart in here. What a beautiful day here today. We're pushing higher, breaking through the high of yesterday, which we talked about, and it was at the 68.11 mark, and we're heading higher, making a new high here today at 68.49, pulling back down a little bit at the end of the day, but still closing the day above the high of yesterday, which was again at 68.11. So what it means here is we are still making higher highs and higher lows. We're still continuing higher. We're still in an uptrend according to our candlestick formation as well as the 8 moving average. Check this out. We are still above the 8 moving average. We're far away from it. So watch that little guy here really closely. And the 8 moving average here again is here in green, and it's at 67.25 at this moment. So watch this guy really carefully because it's acting as a pretty significant area of support. If we ever pull back down, we could again try to push it all the way back down to that 8 moving average and then bounce off of it again, continuing higher. So that's why I want you to pay close attention to that. And then the other thing I want you to pay close attention to is the high of today, which is at 68.49. If we ever break through that one tomorrow and then close the day higher, there would be some more potential to the upside. But first of all, watch it really closely and make sure we are breaking through it and staying above it if we ever continue to the upside. Okay, and then the other one that I want you to closely pay attention to is the high of yesterday, 68.11, which is acting as a pretty significant area of support at this moment. Because if we ever break through that one to the downside, if we would ever get a little bit of a pullback again, we would first of all have to break through that high of yesterday, 68.11, and then close below it, and we would have some more potential to the downside if we ever do pull back down to that 8 moving average here in green. Okay, so that is what I see here on this chart. And then check this out. Look at the MACD. The MACD is finally hitting our line in making, actually touching it here. So pay close attention to that one and watch this guy closely tomorrow to see if we ever break through it, continuing higher on the MACD. If we do not, if we do instead pull back down and turn back south, you better be careful. Okay, but first of all, before you do anything, pay close attention to that one and see what happens. Okay, so that's why this is really important, because if we do ever push back down and turn back south, that would be another lower high on the MACD. And then if we do ever go higher here on the Qs, that would not look good. Okay, that would be a sign of caution. Okay, you would have to be really careful here trading in that environment if you ever see that happening. But we'll talk about it more tomorrow. Once we go through the day, once we close the day, we'll talk about it tomorrow. And then the volume, not really impressive. There is some dissipating volume happening right here at this point in time. So the volume bars are getting smaller and smaller, and we're way below the average. So we're trading on a pretty small volume at this moment. So look for some spikes in volume here. That's what I'm looking for, and that's what I would like to see. But anyways, yeah, that's all that I have for you for today. Trade smart, and I'll talk to you again then.